Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to uh, the Fresh Global Capacity Services. This is the third of our last series of Fresh Global Capacity Services. And here we're going to talk about another spotlight services. But before, we're going to go have an overview here and also go back and highlight our objectives at Fresh Global, uh, talk about the Fresh Global e-procurement service, which is the Spotlight service. What are the benefits and features of the system? How can Fresh e-procurement system help you? And then we're going to answer any questions that you might have and give you some contact information. So, what are our objectives? One, our major objective is developing systems to improve organizational performance and effectiveness. Two is to strengthen local NGOs and government systems to become sustainable. Three, to train the local staff in proper financial, administrative, grants management, and proposal writing, and to empower local NGOs and develop stronger communities. So that's what our objectives are in a nutshell. So let's talk about the second spotlight services, and that is the e-procurement service. The question you might ask is, how does it work? Well, we manage the e-procurement system. It's managed within our domain. And we work with you as the local NGO and with the vendor. And we become the repository of all the information that goes on in the procurement cycle. And that's how it operates. So, okay, so if that's the case, what are those systems and how does it operate? It starts with the purchase requisition, and it goes all the way to paying the invoice. And so we handle all of that information, and it's within our system and ready to be audited and reviewed. So, what are the advantages of e-procurement? Uh, well, we offer a integrated and comprehensive procurement system that is within the entire procurement life cycle. Uh, we streamline the supplier qualifications. It's a self-service system where the vendor could register online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And once they register, we will then handle the pre-qualification process. Uh, and in this, since it's cloud-based, we will shorten the bid to award time because everything is in the cloud-based technology. So we also reduce your bid document distribution costs because everything is being sent via email. Uh, we also increase supplier competition. We don't look for three or more vendors. We look for every vendor that is applicable uh, with the demand that you require. And we streamline the process because uh, everything is within the system. Communications through email or phone calls can be used, but all of that is is logged in and documented for an audit trail. Okay, so what are some of the features of this e-procurement system, you might be asking? Well, again, it's a self-service supplier registration. Uh, uh, the supplier approval process is done within the system. Documents are attached and sent via email. Uh, the pre-bid response tracking system is well documented. Uh, and we have an automatic bid tabulation. Bids are done online, and from that point is tabulated and sent to you as a local NGO. And that helps with the bid document distribution. Uh, Also, we provide you with the vendor's past performance from other local NGOs, so you have a good idea of how the vendor had performed in the past. Messaging again by email, as well as the messaging delivery tracking system is in our software as well. So with this, let us just highlight a little bit about the e-procurement cycle. Again, it allows us to identify rapidly vendors with the relevant qualifications to provide you the required products and services. The system also allows us to send a request for quotation, RFP, invitation to the bidders via internet. Uh, and again, we use online bids. So the vendor can go online as soon as they get the RFQ and provide a bid and any supporting documentation. In addition, as we had said earlier, we provide you with a bid analysis form to compare your bids with the various vendors to see which bid you like, which one will qualify under your system. Successful or the winning vendor receives a purchase order from us once we receive it from you electronically and very quickly. Goods receiving reports, invoices, and payments are done seamlessly. We get the goods receiving report from you, the invoice from the vendor, send it to you for approval, and then you make the payment through us and we pay the vendor. So it's all documented in our system. Now, let us go in talking more about the benefits for the local NGO like yourself, as well as for the vendor. For the local NGO, you have pre-qualified suppliers. We are constantly looking for vendors through our marketing strategy, through advertising, and through recommendations that you or other NGOs might offer. And again, constantly searching for more and more suppliers. Uh, Providing the performance assessment, uh, and we work with vendors to give you volume discounts and lower prices because the e-procurement system in Fresh Global just doesn't represent one NGO. We represent hundreds of NGOs. And so that vendor knows that the best price that they can give us is going to make them a lot of revenue. On the vendor side, uh, again, the self-service registration is to their advantage, uh, increasing exposure to USAID and other donor procurements, uh, and training on procurement regulations, which we offer free courses from time to time. And we give them feedback on their bids. Many of the vendors have complained that they don't know why they didn't win the bid. There's no feedback process. We provide that to the vendors to help them uh, to improve their service and to win more business. Also, with the local NGO, the automated bid tabulation, you would find that to be a wonderful tool for you to use. Uh, the bid documentation distribution cost is lower. Uh, the pre-bid response tracking system we have in place, so you can actually look into it if needed, um, and also messaging by email, and the messaging delivery tracking system, if that is something that needs to be looked at. For the vendor, uh, we eliminate corrupt commissions. With this system, we try to minimize corruption as much as possible. If we identify anyone participating in corrupt practices, they will be addressed in a way that will eliminate that. Uh, we encourage our staff not to practice it because it has a detrimental effect of losing their jobs, and we encourage you to practice that as well with your staff. And for vendors, we take them off of our eligible list. Timely payments is something that vendors have also been complaining about, and late payments will also incur late fees that they will also receive. Uh, and, you know, we think that this will increase their sales and their profit. So, how can fresh e-procurement help you? Well, again, it allows you to receive more bids. It increases competition, which donors really encourage. It lowers your costs and savings to your project, so funds can be used for other aspects that are more important. And it is an effective and efficient procurement operation. It's affordable to you, and it is secure. So let Fresh Global bring efficiency and transparency to your procurement operation today. We encourage you to participate in this because we think this is the wave of the future. I've been told that this is a pre-recorded webinar, so I encourage you to contact the e-procurement specialist at the email address or Winnie, not Sally, to sign up and to ask any questions that you might have regarding our e-procurement system. Uh, we are rolling this out uh, in many countries, and your country might be one that we are rolling it out even today. So I will end this presentation with a quote from Nelson Mandela. It always seems impossible until it is done. I think we can make a change for your organization and allow donors to see a new NGO in you with systems in place to address their concerns that might occur during audits and to make your organization more efficient and effective in uh, handling donor funding and making a difference in your community. Once again, I'd like to thank you for attending this webinar, and please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you and have a nice day.